Avast me, hearties, and welcome back to Escape from the Curse of Monkey Island! Yes. Oh, wait, we can go back up there? Oh, that just leads out now. I was thinking that we've got this cooking oil here, and the guy who wants a tan. So let's just pour cooking oil on him, and see if we can roast him like a French fry.
Babe, what are you trying to do? Fry me up like a pork chop?
Yes I am.
It's a mug with a hole in the bottom. That doesn't need cooking oil. That would get red dye all over me.
I wonder if the red dye would tan him.
Here's your drink.
Well, get me a mug, babe.
Oh, okay, I think I get the idea here. Guybrush walk round and round and round.
I've brought you a new mug.
Thanks.
Here's your drink, sir.
Okay, that looks somewhat tan.
Look, Palido, you're burning.
Ah! All those months in the sun and my tan is just gonna peel away. I better turn over.
Good idea.
Huh. Well, that worked fine. Wonder what we need the cooking oil for.
I'll never memorize that map. It's far too complex. I can't just rip the map off his back.
Aw.
I want to hang on to this flyer.
If we can like make a rubbing
This is only for reading.
of a tattoo. Yeah.
I can't use the skeleton arm with that. Yeah, I don't think he'd like that.
Maybe we can fry his back and rip it off and... You know, I wasn't serious.
I really wish I didn't have to do that.
Ew.
It's the map to Blood Island. Peel off Palido's back.
I didn't want to have to do it, but the
I think he's fallen asleep.
made me do it. I wonder if I can steal his lawn chair. Or his awesome conquistador helmet.
I'd rather go around the long way than go across that hot sand.
Nice boots, huh?
Sorry.
Hey, what do you know? I really am big bone.
Uh-oh. Quiet! Here comes Captain LeChuck.
Avast there, you lubbers! Set sail for my stronghold on Monkey Island. I'll unleash my entire army of the undead. This time, Elaine will be mine. Ah, Elaine. 'Twill be a sweet day in hell when you feel the fiery breath of my gifts on your lips and become my undead bride. And I'll destroy any man who dares get in my way. Suffering sailors, 'tis good to be dead.
And now he is a demon, ghost, pirate, zombie thing. Now, seeing as that was probably a plot flat trigger there, I wonder if we can get to the ship now. If we've got anything to actually patch that hole. There's gotta be some way to fix that boat. I mean, that's the only boat on the island, so...
I don't need a membership card for that. I don't need a membership card for that.
Yeah. Maybe the literature will...
This is
plug
only
the
for
hole.
reading.
Let's interact with the hole.
I'd get a nasty splinter. It makes the boat completely unseaworthy. Nah. It's a nice boat, except for that enormous gaping. It's got a huge hole in the bottom. Nah.
There's gotta be some way to fix that boat.
The encyclopedia won't help with that. The magic wand has no effect on that. The magic wand has no effect on...
Maybe we can use the...
I don't want to use the map with that. I don't want to use the map with...
Half-eaten maggoty biscuit?
It's the right size, but I can't plug the hole with this. That seems like a waste of a perfect...
Ah, so the biscuit is the right size. And we have a biscuit cutter.
And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there. It's the right size, but I can't plug the hole with this.
We need to figure out something we can cut with the biscuit cutter then, since it's the right size. Still chewing there, Murray.
And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there. And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there. And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there. And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there. And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there.
Let's take more towels.
I think I've taken my share of the towels.
When has that ever stopped you before?
And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there. And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there.
Beep.
I'd rather go around to the gate than go through that towel business again. I don't think he'd like that.
Yeah. Well, clearly we can't, like, get hot sand there. Wait, there's a third place? Oh, it comes out through here, right. To figure out some way to plug that hole. The biscuit cutter seems to be part of the solution, in fact, because it's the right size.
I can't reach it. And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there. I can't reach it.
Make the biscuit cutter red!
And this biscuit cutter...
Maybe we can cut out a chunk of that tree there with the biscuit cutter.
And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there. And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there.
What fool then should I play the villain with?
And this biscuit cutter won't do any good there.
wonder if we can saw off a piece of that plank with our saw-like
Then, in act...
thing.
No.
Oh, Romeo, yada 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 yada.
This serrated knife won't work here. This serrated knife won't work here.
Was. This is still just that.
I wonder if there's a part in this play for a dashing rogue pirate. No. Hi.
If he'd answered himself there, I'd have been a bit worried. Oh, huh, cool. I wonder if this plaque has been updated.
Sumatran rubber tree. Donated to Puerto Pollo by our Sumatran sister city of Vacaville. This tree is the only one of its kind in the entire Western Hemisphere, and stands as an everlasting symbol of the friendship between our two cities.
Yeah, we should be able to plug the hole with the aptly named rubber plug. And then we'll probably get to watch Guybrush get beaten up by pirates. Because we probably need to get their chicken order somehow to actually get on the boat properly, because they've been waiting for it.
Wow, for a homemade rubber plug, that worked very nicely. It won't stay in there.
Phew!
The plug is all pasty now. Perfect.
This game is very good about giving you an idea when you're on the right track, at least. Seems to be a moderately pointless thing.
I'll never be able to pick that up. Either it's a time-honored form of pirate torture, or just a loose board.
Oh, we can.
"15 men on a dead man's... Huh. Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm a mighty pirate.
Well, we'll just see how your threats sit with my captain.
Your captain?
Yes, Threepwood. You've come aboard the Sea Cucumber. I am Mr. Fossey, the first mate. And my captain? Why, he's the scourge of the seven seas. The dread pirate, LeChimp. Yes, Captain. It's on the table, sir.
LeChuck!
That's right. Captain LeChimp. Yes, Captain. Just an intruder, sir. And I'm dealing with him. He says you're to be tortured. Choose your punishment. You can either be tarred and feathered, or you can walk the plank.
Oh, I walked that plank thing on the way up. Good enough?
No. Sorry. Well, I suppose we'll have to go with walking the plank. We're trying to avoid using the tar and feathers. It's messy, and we need to save the tar for emergency leak repair. What do you say, men? Shall we make him walk the plank? Any last words, Threepwood?
Nope. Can't think of anything.
I don't know, that just
All
seemed
right,
hilarious.
in you go!
I like the monkey that's got a pirate hat.
That's odd. There was no splash.
Splash!
if we can use the knife on this plank. Wooden board.
I don't need the plank.
Maybe they'll have to tar and feather us now. Then we can do some sort of contrived attracting El Pollo Grande by pretending to be their girlfriend or something.
Who's there? Again with the sneaking on board the ship! I don't know how or why you came back on board, but the next time you walk the plank will be your last! What's that, Captain? Vandals? Yes, sir. Tar and feathers. I know it's messy, but it's the only torture we have left. Our illustrious captain has declared that you shall be tarred and feathered.
I've never really understood the tarring and feathering concept. I mean, sure it's silly, but...
Yeah.
So what do I do now?
I don't know. We've never done this before. Aren't you humiliated?
I guess so, but no more than usual.
Well, just get lost then.
Aw. Well, we're now tarred and feathered, so... we can go back to... This is probably going to end poorly, but let's go see what the chicken shop guy has to say about us now. Actually, I wonder if we could horrifically terrify him with the El Pollo Grande look thing.
Do you have a reservation? Madre de Dios! Es el Pollo Diablo!
Sí, he dejado en libertad los prisioneros y ahora vengo por ti.
Well, you're not taking me without a fight.
Ugh, this chicken grease washed off all the feathers. Whoops, I better keep quiet.
Absolutely, Captain. I'll get right on it after I have my dinner. What's that, Captain? I eat too much fried chicken. Well, I've just got a weakness for chicken, that's all. I know you don't have any weaknesses, Captain LeChimp. You're an overachiever, a doer. Well, I'm just a tiny little fly.
LeChimp? The captain is an ape? Well, if the captain is an ape, then Mr. Fossey must be...
Aye, aye, Captain! Fresh bananas for the whole crew!
an utter loon.
What's that, Captain? Your parasites are bothering you. Well, of course I'll groom you, sir. You know, sir, finding this gold statue may be just the boost our crew needs. What, with the riches we get from this, we can get new and better ships and become the terror of the Caribbean!
Those monkeys were at least fairly effective.
It's Mr. Fossey, the first mate. It's the dread pirate LeChimp.
Ooh, chicken grease. I wonder if the gluey skeleton arm will be useful here.
I don't think he'd like that. I don't think he'd like that. I can't use the skeleton arm with that. I can't use the skeleton arm with that. I can't use the skeleton. 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 I can't use the skeleton arm with that. No. Ah, I hate porcelain. It's a long story. I'll explain later.
Okay.
I'm not in the mood for fruit. I can't imagine any need for a loaf of plunder bread.
see. How do we get out of this? Magic?
The magic wand has no effect. The magic wand has no effect on. The magic wand has no effect. The magic wand has no effect on that. The magic wand has no
Ooh,
effect
treasure
on
map.
that. The magic wand has no. The magic wand has no. The magic wand has no. Magic wand has no. Chicken grease won't do any good with that. Chicken grease won't do any good. Chicken grease won't do any
They
good
do
with
have
that.
quite an appealing looking setup there.
I don't want to use the map with that. Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
Item spam time.
Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
Yeah, let's...
If he knows I'm here, he might do something even more horrible to me. I think Mr. Fossey is the only guy who can talk to him.
Wait a minute. We have this ventriloquism book.
Testing, check 1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh, I'm hearing the voices again.
Mr. Fossey, I've been thinking.
Are you all right, Captain? You sound different.
Don't interrupt.
Sorry, sir.
Maybe it's time we gave up pirating. I mean, take a look around at me, at the rest of the crew. We're all monkeys.
You mean in the Darwinian sense, sir?
No, I mean in the quite literal sense. Have you noticed that the crew is happier swinging from the masts than swabbing the decks? I don't even want to mention what they've been flinging around the ship.
Are you suggesting that I'm not disciplining the crew enough?
No, I'm suggesting that we all give up this charade and go back to the trees. That's the life for a monkey, not sailing the seas for months on end.
Well, if you feel so strongly about it, sir, I suppose I can't argue.
I think our last order of business should be to dig up that statue and...
It'll be tough on the men, sir, but I'll tell them that you think it best.
Okay, but first we should dig up that statue and give it to...
I'll make sure they understand that it's not their fault.
Very good, and then we can dig up that statue and... Okay, never mind then. That must be the map to where they've buried Elaine.
I am going to get to keep that, right? Yes?
It's the dread pirate LeChimp. I think Mr. Fossey is the only guy who can talk to him. I don't want another biscuit.
See if we can swipe stuff from the
I
table.
can't imagine any need for a loaf of plunder bread. I don't want anything that smelly. I think I'll leave that here. Nah, the corn is all buttery and greasy. I never liked cranberries, and I don't plan to start. I'm not that interested in mashed potatoes right now. I'm not in the mood for bananas. If I pick it up, it'll melt in my pants. I'm not in the mood for bananas.
Yeah.
How strange. The hold is full of broken light. No. Nah.
It's just back in here. I suppose we need to figure out where exactly this map... We can cut our way into the hold.
This serrated knife won't work here. Whoops, there's no rowboat.
Alright. We do have to kind of figure some way to get off the boat, don't we? The chicken grease washed tar off, so let's try mixing the two.
Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
Red dye?
That doesn't need dyeing.
Oh, porthole.
If I climb out this porthole, I'll wind up floating on the plank I cut.
Convenient. Those crazy sharks. Can we go back there with the boat now that we've got it? I mean, I don't see all that much point to it, I'm just curious here. Yeah, the map was all like... What does the with all eyes open thing mean? Oop. Moment of Skype there. You know, the waterfall's here. That has to mean something.
It's wet. No. Curiously refreshing.
Let's head back to the beach with all the chickens on it. Use chicken grease on them.
I don't think she'd like that. I don't think she'd like...
Biscuits?
I don't think she'd like that. I don't think she'd like that. Mysterious. No. Nah.
I don't know, what does with all eyes open? Wait a second, it can't be referring to the theater lighting, can it? And that's not... Would explain why there's southeast then northwest. Southeast, northwest, west, south. Southeast, northwest, west, south. East, northeast, northeast. Back, closed game. And welcome back to Misclickers Anonymous. I'm Arata, and I'm a misclicker. But anyway, I'm back with everything we had before, so... Is it still the same, or is it random? The main thing I have is that it says with all eyes open, and none of these are actually... Oh wait, there's a handle. All eyes are now open! So let's look again. Southeast, northwest, west, south. East. Southeast. Northwest. West. South. East, northeast, northeast, east, east, northeast. It's Max. East, east. And the last one is southwest.
That's it! That must be where Elaine is buried.
Go figure. The only plot of dirt
And now,
in
the
the
moment
area.
I know you've all been waiting for. How about some amazing juggling? Is this a dagger I see before me? No, it's string. See how I juggle these knives? At great personal risk to myself, and to you if I slip.
He's a great juggler, but I sure wish he'd get off the stage so I can dig Elaine up.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him. And his two pals. Whee!
This is awful!
Drop it! Drop it!
So how can I actually do anything to him? Do I have to go back up? It appears I am done up there. Wait, I bet I can get in the front door now.
It's locked because the performance has already started.
Boo! Can re-magic on the magic hat.
I don't want to take advantage of the mystic energies. The magic wand has no effect on that.
Yeah, he's back to the knives. How do I interact with the stage? Oh! Oh, the chunk chest is open now.
I don't want to haul those cannonballs around. It looks like he's gonna juggle these cannonballs.
Ooh, I've got an idea.
Uh-oh, it looks like he's coming for the cannonballs now.
And now the ultimate Shakespearean delight. The famous cannonball juggling scene from Romeo and Juliet. Whoa! Whoops!
Well, we entertained the monkeys.
I'm glad it had a happy ending and he got the girl in the end.
No, I meant to use shovel because it's already in the dirt, but if we get to keep it, more's the better.
Elaine should be safe up in the crow's nest. For now.
And we're just swiping their shit.
Well, I've got a crew,
Yeah.
a map, a ship, and finally got Elaine back. So what say we head on to Blood Island to lift the curse and save Elaine? How about it, guys? Let's get moving towards Blood Island. Let's head on out and find our fortune, guys. This might be more difficult than I first imagined.
Ah, the sea. Aye, the sea. Makes you glad to be alive.
I think that ship is following us.
Feel that salty spray. The sunlight sparkling off the bay. What a glorious seafaring day.
It's a pirate ship. We've got to outrun her. All right, men. Are you with me?
Hey, look, guys. A whale. Where?
Where? That ship is gaining on us. Cutthroat Bill, rig the topsail.
Is that a right whale? No, no lie.
They're boarding us. Crew, help me out here.
It is a member of the Cetus suborder, Mr. Shetty, though. I think you're right. Well, well.
Nottingham. So it's you. What do you want? good toupee.
I've come for your map to the fabled Blood Island. Then I'll find the diamond you mentioned. It will make a fine paperweight for my escritoire.
Ooh, look! It's breaching!
Look, Baldy, I'll never give you that map. I need it to save Elaine.
Then I'll have to take it from you by force.
That whale must be 30.5 meters.
100 feet, and weigh 200 metric tons.
You know, of course. In a sword fight, a sharp wit is much more important than a sharp blade.
Of course. Everybody knows that, Chrome Dome. Let's get this over with.
Every enemy I've met, I've annihilated.
Oh, yeah? Well, you fight like a cow.
No. That's not right at all.
What?
On the sea, we fight it a little differently. On the sea, all your insults and threats have to rhyme.
What?
So when I say every enemy I've met, I've annihilated, you say...
I once found some gold, but it was just electroplated?
No. You say, with your breath, I'm sure they are suffocated. Let's try that again, shall we? You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee. I'm waiting.
I've got a good one. Jeez.
Just as I thought. You're an amateur with a sword. Give me that map.
Here, take it.
That's your map? Yeah. As soon as I'm through pirating these waters, it's off to Blood Island. Until we meet again, Monsieur Tweefood.
I've got to get that map back or we'll never find Blood Island. Thanks, guys. You were a world of help back there.
It was a rousing battle, Captain.
Aye, and it reminds me of a song.
We're a band of vicious pirates
A-sailing out to sea. When you hear a gentle singing,
You'll be sure to turn and flee.
Oh, this is just ridiculous.
Can I actually save at this point? Because I'd like to stop now. Indeed we can. So, I'll see you all next time with trying to beat Guybrush's crew into subservience. Later, everyone!